Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I am a homeschooling mom of 3 kids. We are going into our 11th year of homeschooling this year. Today I am going to be sharing all of the homeschool resources and curriculum picks I have for my 6th grader. If he were in public school, he would be going into 6th grade, and I am really excited about some of the materials that we are using. Now, I combine Jack and Emma on a lot of different things. So you may see some overlap if you watched my 8th grade video, the 8th grade curriculum and resources. Jack does not do as much of the work as Emma does. Emma sort of goes through the materials straight through. She's expected to do pretty much everything, and I adjust things for Jack so that it is a little bit more on his level. But I have been combining the kids on a lot of the subjects since, Emma was 4 or 5 and Jack was about 3, because it just made my life so much easier. So I am going to turn the camera around and share with you what we are using for 6th grade. Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying that a lot of Jack's books were in the video that I did for Emma's 8th grade books, because Jack is going to be doing the same history and the same science as Emma. So he will be listening to all of the same history books and all of the same science books and doing all the same science experiments, etc. However, he may not listen to all of the read alouds, and he will not be doing any of the readers from the J program. That is okay. I do have another video where I talked about our Brave Writer choices for 2021-2022 for Jack, and so he will be mainly doing Brave Writer for his English and language arts, and I will share some of the books that we have here for that and some of the other stuff that he is doing. But first I'm going to start with Bible. And Bible, like I said in Emma's video, we do all together as a family. But I do get the kids their own devotional book. This is Daily Wisdom for Boys. I got this off of christianbook.com, and it was very inexpensive. Just some scripture, a little devotion, and a little prayer at the end. Now, they also do have the Write the Word kids journals from Cultivate What Matters, which I love. They love them sometimes, and sometimes they don't want to do them. So they both Emma and Jack wanted just a quick devotional that they could read first thing in the morning, to give them some direction and to help them start the day off right. And then the book that we're going to be reading together as a family, in addition to what I have for Emma and what I will show you for Lucy when I do her videos, is this Quick Answers to Tough Questions book that I found online. I think it might be part of like a Master Books program for Bible, but I just wanted the one book. And so we'll read, a question and answer. Most days, what I will probably end up doing is, alternating days of when I'm doing Emma's Bible, when I'm doing Jack's, and when I'm doing Lucy's, and they will just sit for all of it, because they do a good job. Even Lucy, if she has Play-Doh or something to draw with while I'm reading, that is how we get through a lot of the reading that we do. So the history is going to be the same as Emma's, except I also have this additional book, which I actually got last year. I think I got it last year, and he did a little bit from here, like a couple of people, but not many people. And so because he will not be writing out the answers to all the discussion questions, and I kind of excuse him from some of that unless he's super interested, because he's only going to be 11 this year. So, when I'm combining the kids and I go with an upper level core or HBL, then I do have to sort of make things a little bit less complicated for Jack. So this will be good for him. You just go through and you research a person, and then you talk about them. This is called The Heroes and Villains of History. And then you write a little autobiography, and then you be the judge and you get to decide whether or not you think the person was a hero or a villain in history. And so this is how it goes. You know, there's just a bunch of different people from all through history, and I think that this will be a good activity for him to work on. And I love all these thinking tree books. I have several of them. I have like a Minecraft. I have a couple of Minecraft ones. I have a mom's homeschool one. I have, you know, the little activity books for the younger kids, like 3 to 6, I think, and maybe 7 to 9. I had a couple of those. So these are all really fun if you're looking for something to do in addition to your normal days, or you need, you know, a break from your normal curriculum. Now, again, you can see our Brave Writer choices on my Brave Writer video, but I will share some of them here. I thought that I had all of the books, but I am missing a couple. And I looked on Amazon and I haven't actually ordered them. So I thought that I had ordered them and I have not. So there you go. The Phantom Toll Booth, Fish in a Tree, The One and Only Ivan, How to Eat Fried Worms, and then The Lion of Mars. And the other one that I had, that I thought that I had, was Leon Garfield's Shakespeare Stories. And then The Green Ember is on Kindle Unlimited, if you are interested in that. In addition to his arrows that he's doing with Brave Writer, I do have this daily language review. I had the same thing for Emma, only this is book 6 for 6th grade, and Emma obviously has book 8. So it's just a little exercise each day, something that just keeps them on task and gives them something else to do. Even though we do a lot of reading, obviously if you watched yesterday's video, there is still some free time that can be filled. I do like my kids to be able to have a lot of interest-led time for themselves to just do what they want and work on passion projects. However, they still need a little bit extra stuff. Maybe I'm just one of those mean moms. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't used these before, but I thought it would be good practice for them. Again, we are doing cursive this year. We've never done cursive with Jack, and Emma did this book in 3rd grade, which I talked about already in yesterday's video, but Jack is a lefty, and I thought this would be more complicated for him. But from what I've actually read, it sounds like cursive is easier for lefties to grasp than printing. He prefers to do typing. He does not like as much writing with pencil unless he is drawing something or doing comics. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll be good practice, and you know, just a page a day and just work through it all together. And then finally I have Wordly Wise book 6. This is, you know, vocabulary, and we've been using these for a couple of years now, and I think it's good practice for them to just go through, familiarize themselves with new words, and then figuring out the context of the words when reading sentences. And I think it's good practice for them. You know, they do like one exercise a day. It doesn't take them very long. Like, all of these little things do add up, but it's not a huge amount of time. And I do get the answer key because it makes my life so much easier. The next thing that I have is math, and we will be finishing up the Singapore primary math US edition this year. 6A and 6B, I start with K, A, and KB for all of my kids and go right through to 6B. Jack also does use teaching textbooks. He will be, I think, I don't know if I'm going to have him do level 7 or if I will move him right into pre-algebra. These workbooks do not have that many exercises in them, so they do not take very long for us to get through. I think maybe a semester. So by January, he should be done with both of these books. At least that's how it was with Emma when she did it for 6th grade. So we will finish that. He will continue to work in teaching textbooks as well. And then we will figure out where we're going next. I'm not sure if it will be pre-algebra, the same as what we did with Emma, and then into Algebra 1 if he works through the summer next year. So we're just going to see how it goes. Every child is different, but I really love the Singapore method. My kids have a pretty strong grasp of math, and that is important to me. And then the last things that I have are computer science related, and Jack loves coding on the computer. He does all kinds of stuff with Scratch and Blender and Adobe and all kinds of things that I can handle Adobe, but I don't know anything about animation and stuff, and coding I do not know anything about. So this is everything you need to ace computer science and coding in one big fat notebook. If you watch my unboxing video, I do have like the entire series of the middle school study guides. They have American history, world history, English, math, science. I think that might be all of them. There may be other ones, I'm not sure. And I know that they are actually coming out with high school books as well. But I figured this would be something that he can just do on his own. He can read through the chapter and go through the questions, and the answers are in the back. You know, so they have the questions, and then right in the back of the questions they have the answers, so you can check your answers. And I thought that this would be great for him to go through because he is so interested. He wants to be a video game creator for Nintendo. He's wanted to do that for ever, as long as I can remember. That has been his goal. So we'll see how it goes. Now, this is the other book that I got for him, Coding for Kids Python. One of his goals for 2021, if you watched my vision board video, was to learn Python. And I think I've said this in another video. We've tried to use some of the Khan Academy classes, but I think they're just too dry for him. So I think this book of projects will probably be very helpful, and then he can figure things out as he's going through this book on his own. I think that is my goal. Now, he already knows some Python, but he doesn't know a ton of it, and so I'm hoping that this is a good book for him, and that's going to be kind of his elective this year. I think we add things as we go throughout the year, as we find interests and I find new resources to use. So that is everything that I'm going to be using with Jack. Again, his history is the level J history, same as Emma. So if you are interested in seeing all the books from that, I will leave a link in the description box for that video. And he will also be doing the Science H, which I shared in Emma's curriculum video. So the link for that video will be down in the description box if you want to see all of that information in addition to these books. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.